How long have you been there? Asked Van.
Since you came here.
Why didn't you say anything?
Nothing in particular came to mind. Her eyes scanned them, piercing and threatening. And it seems you were talking about things you did not want others to hear, so I kept my silence. You remind me of an old friend, Rob growled. So, are you going to report us? Get us into more trouble for talking about escaping? Gaining a little favour from one's captors can be advantageous, but in this instance I think not.
Why? You want in on the plan?
Van frowned. You don't have a plan. I don't need a plan, Rob said, folding his arms. As soon as I get a chance, I'll break away from the supply run and get on the first ship that'll take me. And Van, if he can come. I see. Alia climbed up and stood, her robes fluttering as she loomed over them. Assuming you can get away from the Pengs, where will you go? The coast? It's 1,000 miles of treacherous ice. It's likely to crack under your weight and drag you into the freezing water. A town or port, perhaps, full of Pengs and Pengish allies, all of whom would spot humans without an escort in a second. They'd have you chained and back here in moments.
So, where would you suggest we go then, eh?
Van growled. Let's say, she ignored him, you find a ship. Pengs won't sail for you, and stowing away would get you nowhere. They check the holds hourly, and trespassers are thrown overboard. Allies would rather sell their teeth than get caught with escaped prisoners. So no ship. Rob bobbed his head miserable. Unless we sail ourselves. Good, she nodded. However, can you outpace a longship? They can sometimes even catch galleys if the wind is good.
Let's steal a longship then,
Van suggested, grinning. Do you have 30 pairs of arms you've been hiding? Alia raised an eyebrow grimly.
No, but it wouldn't surprise me if you had.
Alia beamed a malicious smile.
Alright, so we swim,
Van suggested. 400 miles to Penguve. You'd freeze before you'd got 5 feet. How far is it to the teeth? Asked Rob. 3 times that.
So, what you're saying is it's impossible to escape and we shouldn't even try.
Van sounded ready to throw Alia off the roof. I'm saying you have no plan, she retorted.
So, how do we escape?
In a ship faster than a longship, stronger than a galley, and small enough to be sailed by a skeleton crew. 7 ideally, 5 at least.
And how many of those are hanging around Penguve?
Just one, she knelt. My ship.